Hello and welcome to another day of FEF. I'm TheOfftrackcrew, and today I'm back to talk more about the teachers from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Today we'll be taking a look at Shamir, one of my favorite characters from the game, bar none. I remember when Wes let me borrow his Switch to play this game. He warned me not to recruit too many units outside of my class because, as he put it, I would have a hard time training everyone since you can't deploy every unit on every map. But, I didn't really care. I didn't really listen to him. I just recruited anybody who looked remotely interesting, including, Ingrid, Leonie, and, of course, Shamir. And I'm very happy that I did that, and today my aim is to tell you why. Shamir Nevrond is a mercenary from Dagda, employed as a knight in the Church of Seros. She specializes in reconnaissance, infiltration, and more.
Impressive as ever. It's always satisfying to see such skill in motion.
It's nothing to boast about, just part of the job.
Sure, but I hear there isn't a knight out there who can match your skill at reconnaissance and infiltration missions.
Don't forget assassination and coercion. Is there someone you need killed?
She joined the Knights of Seros after being defeated in battle by the Empire.
A little birdie told me you were born in Dagda. Is that true? That's pretty far away, beyond even Bridget to the west. So, what brought you to Fodlan?
I worked as a mercenary in Dagda. That is until I was defeated in battle against the Empire and left for dead.
I see. I'm surprised they didn't take you as their prisoner.
I know how to conceal myself.
Yeah, of course you do. Still, with your particular skill set, couldn't you make your way back to Dagda whenever you please?
That is true. I could return if I really wanted. But Rhea took me in, and I owe her a debt. I also don't hate it here. For now, this is where I belong.
Even though she feels as though she owes Rhea a debt, unlike the other knights in the Church of Seros, she is not willing to throw her life away for the religion. Nor is she as much of a fanatic as someone like Catherine, who readily admits she would kill someone for disrespecting her religion.
Before long, all of the church's enemies will have been destroyed.
You must really love worshipping the church. Or is it just Rhea?
Lady Rhea. You're the only one in the Knights who doesn't address her with the proper respect. It's not just that I worship Lady Rhea. I respect her, admire her, revere her.
I don't get the Seros religion. Or Rhea.
Shamir, if you were anyone else, I would cut you down for saying that.
Jesus, what a zealot that Catherine. God damn. Shamir herself readily admits that she doesn't truly understand the religion and is only working for Rhea until she feels that her debt is paid.
Ever since he saved my life, serving him has given me reason to live.
Reason to live? Huh.
Your relationship to the Archbishop seems similar.
Not quite. I joined the Knights to repay a debt I owed Rhea. The debt's been repaid, so she's nothing more than a former employer.
Then you are not motivated by loyalty.
Not especially. I wouldn't call Rhea my reason to live.
And if a higher-paying employer comes along?
I'd consider it. That's what mercenaries do.
Then yes, we are completely different.
Everyone's different. I'm not trying to criticize your loyalty. I've seen a lot of people like you all over the world. They don't tend to last very long, though. Try not to end up like them.
This is why in routes where she splits from the church, her reasoning usually is that she never swore allegiance to the church, and as a mercenary, she weighs her options before making a decision.
Even so, killing your former allies. Do you feel no remorse whatsoever?
You wouldn't, so I ask.
You are not me. Answer the question.
What's it matter? I owed a debt to Rhea. I served in the Knights of Seros to repay her. I repaid that debt. Now I'm here. I'm sure it was considered dishonorable of me to leave, but that's none of my concern. I have no connection to the Seros faith, nor to the ways of Fodlan.
That's right. You're from Dagda. Well, consider me glad you're on the right side. At least for the time being.
You worry too much. Watch out, or it'll be the death of you.
Shamir like to do is very direct and thorough.
Could stand to be a little friendlier, you know.
Do I need to be?
even need to be. Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation, and you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
She doesn't waste time with useless small talk, which as someone who also hates wasting time on useless conversation, I very much respect.
You get to the point. It makes you easy to deal with.
Likewise. No need to say what isn't worth saying, right?
Precisely. Few others seem to think so.
Agreed.
She also doesn't take any shit from anyone and openly speaks her mind, which irritates stick-in-the-muds like Hubert and Catherine.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces, but if you become a problem, I will not hesitate to eliminate you.
You're unstable, Hubert. Be careful who you threaten. I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
Just some advice.
She routinely undertakes assassination missions for whoever her employer is. One would think that someone as stoic and serious as Shamir would be unapproachable and aloof, unwilling or unable to form meaningful bonds with others. But that is very much not the case. She spends much of her supports expressing interest in the lives of her students and coworkers, just in her own way. We see her help Leonie train and get over her fear of spiders in a hilarious support.
You're still aiming at the spiders I instructed you to draw? Let me see one. Sure. Here. What is this?
What do you mean, what is it? It's a spider!
Yes. I see now. It's quite... well, it's...
What's so funny?
I'm sorry. I lost my composure for a moment there. Your drawing is absolutely ridiculous.
Ridiculous? That's what they look like, isn't it?
She also expresses to Catherine her wish to see her through the war, safely. And she expresses an interest in learning more about Dudu, seeing that they share similarities and very vast differences. We also watch as she helps Alois through his fear of the spirits of the dead that he has slain.
Do you remember what I asked you?
You asked if I ever think about the people I've killed.
Yes. You said you never do, but me, I can't go a day without thinking about them. The feel of my weapon cutting through them, their twisted faces, their cries of pain, and that awful scent of blood. I was carrying out my duties, but that doesn't make it easier for me to forget. And the dead haven't forgotten me either. Their hatred, their resentment, their curses. One day, the spirits will set upon me for revenge. I think I am a coward, actually. Every night I fret about ghosts that don't really exist. I wish I could be as strong as you are. The fact is, I'm weak. There's nothing I can do to change it.
You should not mistake your kindness for weakness. You contemplate the lives you have taken because you care, even when the emotions may be frivolous. That is something I am not capable of. I am not the only one who has noticed. Everyone else sees your kindness and wishes to share in it.
Shamir.
It's okay to hold on to the ghosts of your past. They are a part of who you are. But you cannot let them hold onto you. If you are sad, others will notice and share in that as well.
I see. That makes sense. Optimism. Cheery old Alois, that's me.
He recovered quickly and with surprising energy. Alois has many qualities I could never emulate. His positive and kind nature gives strength to those around him. Even to this Dagdan mercenary trying to find her place in an unfamiliar land.
Finally, my personal favorite, we watch as she hilariously trains Raphael in the arts of stealth. And to me, anyone who can teach Raphael how to be subtle and delicate is goated in my book. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, how do you even do that?
Shamir.
Raphael?
All right. That went better than I thought. You make funny sounds when you're scared.
I wasn't scared. Forget that happened. Still, I'm impressed. You managed to sneak up on me. Not many can do that.
It's because I practiced that in-out-out breathing you showed me. I practiced until I passed out. It was worth it, though. I've been able to get real close to enemies lately without them noticing. I think I pretty much got it figured out. Sneaking up on you is a good sign.
All of this makes her into a ruthlessly effective, but surprisingly charming ally. Someone you can trust to have your back on and off the battlefield. She helps the students around the monastery develop their skills and tries to teach them how to be safer on the battlefield because she openly cares about their safety.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leonie.
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the monastery. Was this your idiotic idea of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
What were you planning on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby? Of course not. If you want to train, choose a target you can actually shoot.
I know. Everyone was pretty mad.
Shamir is a fascinating exploration of a stoic character in Fire Emblem. I really like the fact that she is allowed to be a decently rounded character, not just the stoic archetype, you know? Even though we get a sense that she's had a very saddened, turmeric. A very saddened turmeric past. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta change that real quick. Oh my god. Can't believe I wrote that shit. Even though we get the sense that she's had a very sad and troublesome past, we also get the feeling that she is still able to see the brighter side of life and isn't willing to be beaten down by her past experiences. We know that she has lost her previous partner, but the fact that she is willing to move on with her life and doesn't wallow in that sadness is a perfect example of the mindset that makes me love this character so much.
Catherine, I have to tell you something. I lost my first partner, which is why I can make no guarantees that this will last forever. But I want you to know, there's no one I would rather have at my side. I could never sever my bond with you. If there ever comes a day when our paths do diverge, know that I'll always be with you. Thank you. If you'd like, we can start planning our next move.
Next move? What do you mean?
We can wed if you're that worried about losing me. Though, I may tire of your company. You look a bit red. What's the matter, partner?
But in the spirit of keeping things brief like Shamir, this is where we'll wrap this video up. My main goal today was to show why I said Shamir was my favorite unit in our relationship video, which we made a couple of days ago. She's cool, you know? She reminds me of Kakashi in some way. And the best thing about her is that she's an amazing unit too. Like, archers are just broken in this game. Archers are just so good. She is literally best girl. I don't know what y'all on. Like, if you don't see that, then I don't know, just oh shit. But for more Fire Emblem videos, check out the Fire Emblem in February playlist and subscribe and like for more content. I'll see you next time. I've been TheOfftrackcrew. Peace. Unwilling or unable to form meaningful bonds with others. Unwilling or unable to form meaningful bonds with others. Fuck. Unwilling or unable to form meaningful bonds with others. God damn, Seabass, bro. Come on. I am good. I'm good. Let's go again. All right.